All right, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Harvest Moon Farm. My name is Mickey, and today I am going to clean my freeze dryer. So it's also time to change the oil, so I'm going to use the oil filter system that comes with your Harvest Right. So this is the first time I've done this, so we'll see how this works. I'm also going to clean it out. I had done a bunch of batches of Parmesan cheese, and so there's cheese fat in the dryer and in the tubing, and so we're going to get that all cleaned out today, so it will be ready for the next batch of whatever I want to freeze dry. I'm going to start with the oil filtering. And I've got the instructions. It doesn't seem all that difficult. I just need to do it. Also brought down my readers because otherwise I can't see the instructions. Alrighty. I did read the instructions already, but I want to standard oil pump, that's what I have. Okay. So let's open up this filter. Put it down where you can see. All right, so we're going to put this together. Like this goes like this. This sits in here, and it's like that just pulls back here. So it says open the drain valve and allow the oil to drain into your oil filter. We're going to make sure that everything comes out of the pump, and then we're just going to let it strain through this filtration system, which could take 2 or 3 hours. I definitely do not want to make a mess here. So I'm going to read the instructions one more time before I start this. Wait, do I have my Premier pump? I do have the Premier pump, so I was wrong. Okay. Says we want to run this for 1 minute so that it warms up. So I'm just going to start it. We're going to run it for 1 minute only, and there's a timer right up here so I can see that. Okay, so it says open the oil drain plug. So we're gonna open this. I don't know if I need something. Oh, there we go. And we're just gonna let all of this oil, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's coming out of the pump now. We're gonna let all of that drain out. And while it's draining, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning the parts of my freeze dryer that need to be cleaned. So first thing I'm going to do is take this drain tubing out. And I've cleaned this several times as I've used it, but as I run batches through, it pulls the rest of that fat through from that cheese. First, unplug it from the wall. So let's do that. Oh, and we're going to go ahead and tilt this just a little bit to make sure that all of the rest of this oil comes out. Just a little bit left, looks like. So I ran a sink full of hot soapy water, and I've got that drain tubing sitting in it right now. That way it'll kind of start soaking some of that fat out of the middle. Okay, so this is all drained out, so I'm going to close it. Make sure there's no drips before I move this. So now I'm going to take this. So here's my oil, and I'm just going to let this sit over here and finish draining. And it's going to drain through that filter and clean that oil. So I'm going to go ahead and move this back now. Ooh. All right, so I've unplugged this. So the instructions say to unplug your unit before you start cleaning it. And the only way to clean these shelves is to take this gasket off, which it needs to be cleaned as well. Ooh, yeah, I can see all of that. Okay, we want to pull this shelving out and then disconnect a cable. I'm not sure what this is supposed to do here. There we go. So we're going to disconnect that, and I'm going to take these shelves over here so I can wash them. And then I'm going to start wiping out. Oh my goodness. So there's little pieces of product that apparently fell off my shelves. And there's a ton of cheese fat in here. So I'm going to just keep wiping these out with it's just a gentle detergent that I'm using, just a dishwashing detergent and a washcloth. Oh, thought that was a bug. And I'm just going to keep wiping this out until I've got all of that fat cleaned out of there. It's funny, when I pulled that out, it smelled like cilantro and basil. Because I've done a lot of freeze drying of herbs in here. All right, that is looking a lot better. Let me give it one more wipe down with a rinsed off rag. Okay, that is so much better. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe all around the edges where that gasket goes. And we're going to go ahead and clean this door off. And I should have cleaned this sooner, but I was a little nervous about taking it all apart. It seemed more difficult than it actually was. Alright, so I rinsed out that greasy water, scrubbed out the sink, and we're going to put some fresh soapy water in there. And then I'm going to start cleaning off my shelves. Alright, so the gasket's clean. I just need to get a place to lay it down over here. And this shelving, there's so much fat on here from the cheese. I must have, I don't know, I'm assuming that means that my trays were too full. I don't know. These are not the easiest to get your hands in. They're pretty close together, so I'm gonna do the best I can here. So the tops of the shelves are easier to clean and not really that bad. It's where the cheese fat has built up on the bottoms of the racks that is the difficult part. So, oh, there we go, got my hand in there. But now that I know how easy it really is to get this apart and get it cleaned, I will definitely do it more regularly so that it doesn't get such a buildup on it. It's just one of those things where you don't know how easy or difficult it's going to be, and so you kind of put it off because you're afraid it's going to be hard, and then it really wasn't. Okay, so I've got this all clean. So I'm just gonna plug our cable back in. Our gasket is clean and dry. So we're gonna go ahead and push that back on, which was, a little bit of spot on it, which was easier than I thought it was going to be. I was afraid the gasket, ouch, was going to be hard to get back on, but it wasn't. It was easy. Okay. Wow. I'm pretty impressed at how easy that was. Inside or outside? Not sure. Well, there we go. Got it. Okay. There we go. And our tubing is all clean now. That hot soapy water really took care of getting all that grease out of there. And then it'll just get cleaner every time that I clean this. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back on over here. Point this down into our bucket. So now I can plug this back in. And it's coming back on. So this is still draining. It's going to take a while. So I'm just going to, whoops, I'm going to wipe that off first. Whoops. I'm just going to wipe the dust off the top of this. And then I'm going to set the oil filter up here. And we're going to let this drip. We're going to let this drip throughout the day. And when it's all filtered If it looks clean enough to put back in the pump, we will do that, and if not, I will go get a new thing of oil. Oh my gosh, that looks so clean. I'm so happy. So I thought when we first got this and put everything together that we didn't use all of the oil, but I guess we must have, because I don't see any extra here. Unless my husband put it someplace that I'm not sure where he put it, but I'm assuming he would have put it right here with all the rest of the stuff. So, like I said, I'm gonna let this finish filtering. If it looks okay, I'll go ahead and follow the instructions for filling this back up. If not, I will go buy some clean oil. We can get it at the Farm and Home store that's just about 10 minutes from here, so I can go get some and fill it back up, and then it will be clean and fresh and ready to use for my next batch, which is probably going to be freeze-dried Skittles, because both our oldest daughter and our oldest son love them and they would like some more. So I think that's going to do it for today's video. Pretty short, but now it's ready for me for whatever I want to use it for going into the winter. And now I know how easy it really is to clean, so I don't have to keep putting it off. So that'll be good, because then I'll be more inclined to keep it regularly cleaned. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the very next video. Thanks.